I was concerned about bringing up the topic.
Yeah.
So,
Or just
anyway.
DM me. I'll DM you about something.
Thank you.
Let me know.
Use discretion.
It should be fine now.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, we didn't. I just posted up this vid, and I'm regretting.
Alright, here we go. Alright, well, it wouldn't be Social Otaku if we didn't have technical difficulties.
Dun-dun-dunce.
I think OBS just wants me to commit unlive on it.
OBS wants you to commit Sudoku.
Well, guys, time to commit Sudoku.
I believe the 4 goes there.
Alright, yeah, so it still says live stream offline. I don't know how...
It does. It says off... Blah, 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 blah,
It says
blah,
off
blah.
stream?
Yes, this is live stream offline. I believe OBS is being a lebut.
I swear
Why
to
does
God,
it
if
need
we
to
have
restart
to...
OBS entirely?
I did.
It's working now.
We are live. La, 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 la.
And we can be heard, right?
Let me
Yes.
check.
Okay.
Yay!
All right, yeah, we...
What an adventure that was.
So I'm gonna have to run diagnostics on OBS again after this stream is done. Because I thought I had completely fixed it, and it turns out it was just partly fixed, and it is time to commit unlive on OBS. So, to redo this now that you can hear us 10 minutes later, welcome back to World War Weeb, where we ask you just one question: how is this a thing?
Because, Senpai, you haven't noticed me yet.
Look, I said this earlier. Why that's a thing. What we are going to question is why certain things just exist in the anime world. Oh.
Anime was a mistake.
Thank you, Hayao Miyazaki.
Why does anime exist?
Anime exists to torture
I don't make anime. I make animated movies.
I thought you were going to say you make anime titties. But, that's kind of Boba Bun's job.
So...
Boing.
I'm kind of getting the same vibe from Martin Scorsese.
Really?
No, like, did y'all see his quote about Marvel movies recently?
No.
He said that Marvel movies are not cinema.
I don't know how. I would say it's not my kind of thing, personally. I'm not a Marvel fan. So it doesn't bother me.
But it's cinema.
It's cinema. It's cinema.
It's a cinema and roll.
I think, obviously, there's more to what he meant than just those few words. I think he's trying to say it's not high art. That's just my guess.
And we are back to the high art. There he goes, bringing high art into it again.
I like to watch my movies with meaning, thought-provoking stories that question things.
I don't know, guys. I really like I like the indie stuff.
I am now just gonna give a shout out because I saw someone new in the server. Hello, Sabatam.
Yes.
So,
hello there.
With how is this a thing? I think everyone saw the thumbnail so far, and Dark.
Our best years are ahead of us because we're at the Cromarty, our sweet alma mater.
So, like I'd seen clips from this show before, but I
I'm
wasn't
assuming.
like totally sure what it was about. And then I brought up the subject of today's podcast to Dark, and he showed me clips from it, and I'm just like, I don't know what's happening.
Well,
I felt the same way about Boba Boba. I mean, who could come up with the idea of a guy with an afro fighting with his nose hairs?
Fist
that
of the
a-
nose hair.
That
is
is
that
just
a different? Is that a different show? Because that doesn't sound like Bobo. Sounds more like Bobo 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 Bobo
that is
Bobo.
Boba Boba.
Bye 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 bye.
Boba 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 Boba.
Hello there.
Please insert
How,
Morse code
speaking
here.
of, how is that a thing?
How is that a thing? JoJo made it a thing. How
Well,
is
I mean,
JoJo
yes,
a
it
thing?
made it a thing, but I don't understand. Like, it was just so random.
I mean, what do you think the manga creator was thinking when he was drawing the panels for that? Okay, or writing the script for it? Okay.
Yowie! I mean,
So Clone66 on Twitch. Hello, thank you for joining the stream. I don't know what you expected when you came into this, but probably not what you got.
welcome to hell. I'll make sure you're very comfortable during your stay.
So anyway, Dark, what is Cromartie High School like about? Because I'm not 100% sure I understand.
Well, it's basically just a gag series about this one boy called Kamiyama. He is the voice of reason in a school full of delinquent idiots, and just random zany stuff happens. And as you watch the show, you see how it's normal for them, but it's just the gags and the wackiness is just so normal to them more half the time. That's what makes it interesting. For example, as you may have seen, they have a Freddie Mercury lookalike attending their school, a gorilla, and a robot.
But not a robot gorilla?
Not they should do that in the sequel series.
This
I like how your
sounds like the
first
plot
reaction.
to Mr. Roboto. I'm not gonna lie.
I just really like the immediate reaction of like, well, not yet. That actually kind of makes me think of a Gintama. Like every part of Gintama is just like, I mean, like even Excel Saga for that matter. Like there's so much they're just directly poking fun at like animation in general, or like stereotypes in shows and TV and just
hotel chains. Don't forget the hotel chains.
hotel chains, history, mythology, bedtime stories. Like Gintama makes fun of everything in existence, I think, to a degree, and I think that's what makes it so beautiful. But also,
my first exposure to Gintama was a skit parodying Captain Tsubasa. Yes, there was that one scene. This guy wearing the yellow jersey with the red and blue stripe on the shoulders.
Do you know what other anime constantly pokes fun at old anime? And it itself is like a rehashed version of an old anime.
What?
Yeah.
Osomatsu-san.
I do not know what that is.
That doesn't sound familiar.
Oh my god, that show.
What even is that?
It is an episode. It's an episodic show about the daily lives of sextuplets who are absolute losers. They are NEETs, which classifies as neither educated or I can't remember.
No, no employment, education, or training.
Yeah. And pretty much it's just like how they all love to gamble at pachinko, they all like to go eat like fast food, etc. And they're like trying their hardest not to do anything with their lives, and it is a hindrance to their parents. But like almost every episode has some sort of cultural reference in it to pop culture.
Japanese specifically?
No, in general.
Oh. Okay. Just making sure.
It is beyond bizarre. Like, when I first saw that it was like a popular anime, I was like, how is this a thing? I mean,
Well,
it's
that fits right
hilarious, don't
into
get
the
me
name
wrong.
of the stream.
That's the question of the day.
I just name dropped. Bam! Yeah, baby!
I asked that upon my first viewing of Panty and Stocking.
Oh,
As well.
darn.
Oh god.
Oh, that's another one that I was just like, why?
Panty and Stocking with Garter Belt. God damn it.
It
I just realized something.
baffles me.
I just we just covered so many topics so quickly. We are 8 minutes into actually having sound.
Speaking of Excel Saga, am I right?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So
wait, before we continue.
yeah.
Hi Annie, hi Layla, as I know her as. Giving a shout out from the chat.
Hooray.
Hooray!
Speaking of shout outs, I would like to just take this opportunity to give a shout out to my absolute favorite person in our Discord server, which, by the way, if you're not in our Discord server, get on that. Link's in the doobly-doo of Twitch, DLive, and YouTube, so you have no excuses for not seeing it. Please join us. We love you. But I love all of my Discord children equally, except that I don't, because one of them is my favorite. His name is Ty. He was the very first person to donate to our Patreon. Hooray!
Hooray!
Don't forget, people.
I'm surprised nobody's curious about what Boba Bun looks like.
Yeah.
Aha!
feel a
New
little
subscriber,
sad
Heroic
now.
Nyko.
There's a face reveal.
Yes.
There is a face reveal involved, but we'd have to get to at least 5,000 a month. That being said,
At least.
at least, yeah, we might be hiking that up with how much he does not want to do a face reveal. But anyway.
But I'll do it for the money.
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 Remember, drool drops on that
I
guy's
am
head.
not like that. You guys are so mean.
Hey, what's it, Chief?
So Excel Saga. Has anyone in the stream?
Yasmin, you are not allowed to show pictures, or I will find you.
All right, so who here in the stream has not seen Excel Saga? First of all,
I have not watched it. So
Okay,
Oh
so-
my freaking god! How have you not watched it?
okay,
I've
so
seen clips and I've seen the opening.
you should watch it. You should also watch the dub.
Excel's voice in the dub. Oh my fucking
Okay,
Jesus.
so Jessica lives in my town. We do know each other. She is super fun, and
I would love to talk to her one day.
one of the things that she's said multiple times while I've been there, while I've been either at one of her panels or just kind of talking, she'll bring up how I'm sure you know the story about how while doing Excel there's so much screaming and yelling that she like blew out her vocal cords.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
that
no,
poor
yeah,
human
she
being.
had to be hospitalized for that. And she spent quite a while recovering her vocal cords. There was more that she could have dubbed, but they had to put it on hold for so long that it was no longer financially feasible to continue with the dub. And so that was one of her disappointments because she loved playing Excel. I mean, she named her dog Menchie.
That poor dog.
The poor dog.
Which my
That
first
dog is a badass bitch among badass bitches.
my first run
God
through
rest your
of Excel Saga, I could not tell if it was actually a dog or not because of how weird it's designed, and I know that's on purpose.
Wait. So,
How did you not know that was a sheep? Just kidding.
Well, like, because its face was so short and its tail was so fluffy, like it looked like like, if the coloration was different, it could have been a tanuki. If it was just a little bit different, it could have been a cat. Like, just the way it was designed was just so simple and ambiguous.
Wait, tanuki is those raccoon things, right?
Yeah, it's kind of like, they call it a raccoon dog.
Oh,
But
yeah.
it's neither a dog nor a raccoon.
Wow,
And-
Inuyasha. The show is really not very original with names because there's a raccoon demon literally named Tanuki.
All I have to
Yeah.
say to you right now is
You never can
it
fly
is
around
neither
with
a dog nor a raccoon, but your mother.
No, you.
Oh, God. The feelings about tanukis in Japan are weird.
Okay.
I might say something. Oh, God.
I'm going to do my
I'm
best
sure
to
several
not...
people know what I mean.
Okay, so,
I'm not going to mention it on stream, by the way. Look that shit up, people.
look up Pumpoko.
Just look
Hello,
up
Kapoko?
tanukis on Google with safe search off. There are statues and ukiyo-e drawings and shit from
Well,
Japan.
one of the things that they took really, really far in the mythology of the Tanuki was the size of a certain region of their body.
Yes, and they can fly
Oh.
around on them too.
So what do? Just fly around like a helicopter?
No.
They just sit on them.
Like,
They
like,
sit on
like.
them as a seat. They like sit upright on them as a seat and just fly around.
Well, that's what I mean. They sit on them, but it must flail around like a helicopter.
No,
Sway,
no.
sway, sway, sway,
Nope.
sway.
No, they just sit on them and they float away.
It's basically they
Let
turn
me
they
have
turn
my fun.
they
You guys
turn-
are so mean.
they turn it into a
It's filled with
balloon.
helium.
Yeah.
And something else.
If you know what I mean.
Oh.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Soy, 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 soy. Sauce.
All right.
Giggity
So, speaking of regions, why is the plot and what's the other thing? Plot and story a thing? Like, why is that a thing? Why are they like comparing those things to boobs and butts? I don't understand.
First thing that came
What?
to mind was Keijo.
I mean, to be fair, same. Honestly, how is Keijo a thing? Like, it's so bizarre, and you know that there's so much self-awareness in that show.
It was a thoroughly enjoyable watch, actually. It was pretty good.
Well, yeah, and it's
Not only
like,
that,
I don't know.
there was also it was reported that some women in Portugal were playing it and wanted to play it as a sport in public.
Huh.
Hmm.
There is a
That I did
god.
not know.
No. I would not support such a sport in real life. And not for any reason you might be thinking. The reason is because at least I think so. I'm afraid that the only women willing to play that in front of people are the ones you don't want to see in a swimsuit.
Yeah, and that's enough of that topic. I don't want to get hate mobbed.
You guys are so mean.
And
And
I guess nobody really wants to see Bubble Bun.
You know what? To take a word from a certain dude, I regret nothing.
I'll tell you one thing. I do regret something.
I regret letting you all live. I mean, what?
On that note, okay, so like a lot of the things that we're bringing up are like very, very blatant like satires. Like they seem to be like satires of just anything, like episodic satire, if you will, or satires of animation, or of, you know, like whatever, like parody and or satire of something. Like that's a lot of what we seem to be bringing up with how is this a thing.
We haven't even gone on to Gurren Lagann yet.
No, because that is a straight up meme. Like I don't think that's a satire. I think that's a metaphor.
It's not a satire, it's a flat tire.
Like, it's just a collection of visual metaphors.
Hey, we got a new viewer. Sabaton Liam. What's up, dude?
Well, Sabaton's been here since, I think, the start. Like, while we were having our audio issues,
I did not
Sabaton became a subscriber, which made my day, and I'm super happy.
I also see an Areki. I see an Areki who gave us an onigiri.
I'll see you guys for Rambo 4.
Hooray!
Hooray!
Rambo Breaker.
Speaking of, I will, Dark, I will be able to join you for Rambo 4, but I have a directed recording session at like 7:30, so I'll have to dip out a little bit early. But I have seen the whole movie before, so I'd still like to come hang out with y'all if that's okay.
You might finish the whole thing because the film is 90 minutes long.
I mean, that's
and if we start
true.
at 6,
Yeah.
you know? Well, I'm going to start a
Um,
few minutes early just for your sake.
You're a lifesaver.
No worries, dude.
Anyways.
Jelly donuts, lol.
We just now hit our highest amount of people watching, I think. We are now at 9 watching.
Well,
welcome.
our highest in a while. Our highest ever was like 30 people.
Wait,
What was
what?
that?
When?
So that was like a couple
shit.
months ago, and that was because a friend of mine, without telling me, a friend of mine has created a fairly popular Discord bot, and without telling me, he programmed into the bot one time to just ping every single server that had the bot to go watch our stream.
You should tell him to do that again.
No, that's how that's how Bagels found out.
Do it!
No, I remember because
Do it-
like
do it
we were
now.
asking
Boba
like, how
love
do
you
you,
long time.
how did you find out about this place? Like, what's going on? He's like, I don't know. Just we got this random notification from this bot, and I'm like, oh god damn it, Jonas.
King Style, this is for you. Jellyfield donuts are my favorite!
I know. I'll turn this frying pan into a drying pan.
Somewhere in the world,
I died a little on the inside.
no, somewhere in the world, Noble from Lost Paws is just crying uncontrollably and does not know why.
Also, somewhere in the world, as I uttered that sentence, a fat Pikachu has perished.
A moment of silence for Pikachu.
I really need to get my soundboard up so anytime we have any moment like that, I can
Oh,
just
wait,
play
does
the
that
stupid
mean that
bad
that
recorder
guy
stuff.
from My Hero Academia just died? I'm sure y'all know who I'm talking about.
Speaking of Pikachu, did you see that Chubby Chew is back when it becomes giant in the new game? The way
Oh.
it looked in the original series.
It's like
God.
Back before the weight
Chocobo
loss
from
program.
Final Fantasy. Oh god.
Little fatty Chew. Tubby Chew. Chubby Chew.
It's Pikachu's adventure at getting more fit.
I-
Sitting around in a Pokeball made him fat.
Sitting around in the Pokeball all day made him fat. But it can't be helped since he's such a useless Pokemon. I mean, what?
But seriously, though, I thought Pokeballs.
I'm
were all
kidding,
cool.
though.
Like,
Again,
I love Pikachu.
I
It's
don't
adorable.
want to be rage mobbed for any reason.
I was joking. Oh my god.
No,
But
I know
I
you
thought
were.
being
So
inside a-
why?
I thought being inside a Pokeball was all cool. Like there's nightclubs in there, like you can pick up.
This
and
is not
you can...
Robot Chicken.
But let's not go there. Let's not.
I love that skit. That was
Let's
great.
not go there.
So
Let's just give Pikachu's coffee pills and just pretend nothing happened. We need to
So-
send Pikachu to the Pokemon gym, if you know what I mean.
I wanna be the very best.
Well, you already
Like
are,
nobody's
statistically
business.
speaking.
Well, no, it's more like I want to put him on a little treadmill.
Uh-oh.
To train them is my real test. Wait, what? Isn't it Ketchup? Shut up! To lose weight is my cause. Oh.
Jenny Craig.
Allah, 13 King, Lana,
Imagine
new standard. Thank
Imagine
you.
I'm sorry. I'm glad I caught you off guard with that.
Imagine Snorlax on what's that show called? The Biggest Loser.
Oh my god.
God.
I can see a
The
Snorlax
only-
wearing a T-shirt that says "Chocolate. It's not just for breakfast anymore."
The only Pokemon that could beat that is your mother.
Also,
it would just be-
Charizard would be tiny.
All right, we're inside a building. Go, Wailord!
And then the whole building just erupts. You hear, whoa.
Then there's this.
That's how Team Rocket is surely going to take over the world, is by summoning Wailord to each and every Pokemon gym.
No,
Makes
no,
me
and
wonder
no, no, and then there's
Yeah.
Jessie, voiced by Ellen DeGeneres, going,
Oh,
"Thank
God.
you, sir."
No, just imagine in a Pokemon world, you're going into a shop, right?
Mhm.
Please do not reach Wailord inside the building. Or Onyx.
Dude, Team Rocket just dropping whale lords on cities. Like,
No, just imagine.
oh my.
No, imagine the headline: "Hospital crushed after unexpected event."
To master
I got
the
this
unexpected.
idea. We can take over the world by summoning whale lords.
Speaking of unexpected newspaper articles in Pokemon, did you guys ever see that one article that was like on the front page in one of the manga series?
No.
The
Not
one
totally.
regarding the tentacle?
Oh god,
Oh.
that one.
I'm just like, why is that a thing? Not how, but why?
Right, Dragonoreki says, "We need perfectly scaled Pokemon games so that sleeping with a Pikachu and sleeping with a Machamp adequately mean two very different things."
Oh my god, I saw that meme. Oh dear god.
I don't think there's a Pokemon trainer alive who does not want to sleep with a Machamp.
Oh,
I don't even know
he's
what I was
that
gonna
rock
say.
hard bum.
awkward silence followed by uncomfortable cough.
And now
my
for something
days.
completely different.
Now for something you'll all really like.
Manuel? Manuel?
Come on, Josh. You know you watch Faulty Towers, you fuck.
Scott E. Wolfery says, if you guys need info on Pokemon, let me know. I know everything and I would not sleep with a Machamp.
You know,
Well,
Scott,
there's only two types of people.
Um,
There's people that would sleep with a Machamp, and people that would sleep with, oh my god, Gardeus? I
Gardevoir.
love this Pokemon, but I cannot.
Gardevoir.
Gardevoir.
Also,
Those are the two types of people that exist in the Pokemon world.
all I'm gonna say is that some of the people drawing sexy Gardevoir are drawing the male version.
I know, that makes it 10 times better.
So,
Well, actually, no, the male version is the one that has like the armor, like it looks kind of like Kamen Rider, right? Or like a Kaiden. I can't remember for the life of me.
Actually, what they're drawing is not exactly just the male version. That version can be male or female, but there is a specific male version, which is the one that looks more male. The feminine-looking one can be male.
Well then,
yep.
there's nothing wrong with that. A Gardevoir can dress however it wants,
Well,
or evolve however it wants.
Scott, we will be in the general nonsense chat after the stream, and very possibly we could have you on for a future episode. So we'll see about that. Seems like you might be fun to talk to. At least you'll know about the Pokemans. I'm just gonna let the
did I
Pokemans
say?
sink in
Pokemon,
until you're really
Pokemon.
really mad at me for saying Pokemans.
We can't read that, Dragon. But
You kids, listen to the rap music.
How did that? Remember that meme? Gardevoir, use Flash.
Well,
boy.
Boba, I don't worry
I
about
don't
it.
know how I feel.
I'm gonna say it anyway.
Okay, do it.
Well, no,
do
because one of the topics I want to bring up as a joke for one of our later podcast prompts is are traps gay?
Oh my god.
But anyway,
Well,
Dragon Reki says Gardevoir trap
There
confirmed.
goes our-
allow this impersonation of Total Biscuit to answer that question. I don't know. Apparently Jesse Cox does, though. Now, at least.
You know, I'll take it.
Well, there goes our what's the word I'm
It's
thinking of?
fine. It's fine. Playful ribbing is fine.
No, I'm asking about the thing for YouTube. One of those things.
Premature is snaculation.
Premature. No. The
Monetization.
there goes our monetization. There goes our monetization. Gosh darn it, me running my brain with work.
Shh, rest, brain, rest.
But other job. But other job. Boba loves being Boba.
If you want Boba to continue being Boba and to not have to stress over other things, please consider donating so that we can give Boba money.
Yeah.
Donate to the Save the Boba Fund.
Also
like
known as the
Danina.
Social Otaku Patreon.
Boba is now an endangered species.
Oh, no.
Save the Bobas.
Boba.
Can we count on your support? Whoa!
I just wanna do a what's it called, a highlight? I wanna do a highlight on Twitch with this stuff. I'm just gonna like rewind this and
We all
highlight it
want
later
some boba.
tonight.
Speaking of, if you guys want some more Boba fantastic fun, we put up a video this week that we hope you'll really enjoy.
It's the first of many, which is what I said about my distressed narrator series, and then I just didn't do a second one. So don't worry, Distressed Narrator episode 2 is coming out next week.
Oh.
After I posted the first one in March.
Details at 11.
Hi, I'm Tromaclor.
You might remember me from such films as Today We Kill, Tomorrow We Die, and Gladys the Groovy Mule. But now you're about to see me in my greatest role, your video tour guide to Rancho Relaxo.
You might also remember me in my role in Shrek 1000.
And a half.
And a half.
1,500. Yes,
Oh,
that's exactly
jeez.
what we want.
What a day. Oh, you're still here. Hey!
Krusty!
No.
You know, sometimes I regret the people that I bring onto this channel. This is not one of those times.
You know what I just thought of?
What?
She wants to kill me.
It's totally redone. The movie It. With Krusty as the evil
my
clown.
god. I would so watch that.
That'd be great.
Huh.
You
Yeah,
know,
I'll float down here, Georgie.
Hey, Simpsons writers, get to
well,
work
but
on
the
that.
truth is, though, that would probably be more like Sideshow Bob. Krusty would probably just be drunk in the drain the entire time. Just like, screw these kids. I'm just gonna
Oh,
take
Lisa.
things a
Yeah,
little bit
boy.
at a time.
King
Oh,
style
Lisa,
Danny
It's getting
DeVito.
too old for this, kids.
Oh, goddamn. Oh, Lisa, you don't spend a few years in a mental asylum without learning a thing or two about dynamites.
You know, I feel like somehow that's unironically true. Is that just me? That might just be me.
You're crazy, dude.
Well, thank you for the like.
We have 2 likes on the stream. I don't know what to do with my life anymore.
We have 4 on a video.
Well, I guess, mission accomplished.
I feel very accomplished.
Well, I think I've told y'all before, I used to have an old channel, and I'm just like, I have like so few views in comparison to the channel that I nuked before on this channel, but somehow I'm prouder on this channel, and I don't know what it is. I think it's you. And when I say you, I am just pointing to the ether so that you can imagine that I'm talking to you, generic apostrophe.
'Cause you're special.
Jinx, personal jinx, no black magic, no white magic, no heal.
God damn it.
That's a punch, Ionia. From a million miles away.
You know, I feel very happy. I haven't felt this happy since I climbed around in Senpai's roof. I mean, what?
Oh my god.
Could have sworn I thought that was a raccoon.
I found so many treasures that day.
Was one of them pocket lint?
No, they were the Sonic rings. And I found Pac-Man's dead body, but we won't talk about that.
Oh,
If you find
yeah,
a dead body,
about
you should tell
that.
because a dead body
It
lying
looked like
around
it looked like he just starved to death.
Starving to death is not cool.
Neither are deadbeat
No good.
dads.
Vegeta.
Yeah, you know, that wouldn't surprise me in the least. Vegeta kind of
Hey.
is a deadbeat dad.
Don't forget Goku.
Goku is just an idiot dad.
Oh, shut up, Kakarot! You're only thinking less because you're an idiot.
He's not wrong.
Ribbit.
No lies detected. Very
So,
well.
Senpai, why was Pac-Man's body in your attic?
Oh, well, you see, there's a very good explanation for that, and the answer is, oh, well, would you look at the time?
Uh-oh.
I think I'm liking Senpai more and more.
I'm just gonna move, we're gonna shift right off of that into something completely different now. Now I'm vaguely uncomfortable, so we're just gonna talk about Gurren Lagann now.
I have done my job. Let's talk about Gurren Lagann. How come there's a 14-year-old who has bobas that are bigger than bobas?
Because Yoko is permitted to have the boob size that she so desires, and because the series ended with her being of legal age, I am allowed to say I would tap that. Because she's still fine as hell.
You and Simone, but she only had eyes for Kamina.
I
What
mean,
the hell did she see in him?
abs.
That's it.
The smile.
That's
and
true.
charisma.
Yeah,
And charisma.
Yeah,
but
so
like
he
had
a lot
no
of charisma.
brains.
Well, here's the deal. He also had a lot of passion, which kind of feeds into the charisma. And he had a driving sense of purpose and leadership. That
You're right,
Simon
Dragon. How
needed.
I was actually talking about Simone. How'd you know?
I don't know.
I mean, probably the notes that I keep on my phone that just, pop up with random things for me to say, because I don't actually know words.
That doesn't surprise me, Senpai, but I love you anyway.
I'm just gonna go die in a corner now.
You will come to me one day. You'll come to me.
Well, but you wouldn't happen to be related to Johnny now, would you? Johnny C? Knee for short?
I can neither confirm nor deny that.
But you definitely can't deny it.
Definitely maybe.
Okay. Wait, what?
I don't know, but
So,
someone said cock-a-doodle-doo, but I don't know what that was. from? Was it from YouTube?
Must have been.
Yeah, I think Restream's gone a little crazy because it's saying everything is from YouTube. But I don't think everything is from YouTube.
Yeah, not everything.
Because there's stuff that's definitely not showing up on YouTube, but is showing up on my Restream chat.
Like Senpai's ad pictures. And what?
I'm just going right past that. But yeah, whoever Rimuru Gaming is,
it's me.
Okay, are you commenting on YouTube or are you commenting on Twitch?
I'm commenting on YouTube.
Okay, because I've got my YouTube app open and my Restream chat app, and I can.
It's not showing up.
Yeah, it's not showing up on YouTube, but it is showing up on Restream as something from YouTube.
You're commenting on your own show?
He likes interacting.
Yeah.
He does it every time.
Well, it should be, times. Scott, but you know, people don't love us anymore.
Well, that's okay because we will, and this is a campaign promise. I promise you, if you vote for me with your likes, if you vote for me, I will continue to put out more edited videos that are anywhere between 2 and 5 and possibly even 10 minutes long. Now, I promise this here and now, and I don't know where this voice came from, but this is now my campaigning voice. If you vote for me with your likes, I promise that I will pretend to know things.
He promises to pretend to know things and to pretend to care. Because we care.
Vote for me with your
lives. Especially about the children. God, does he think of the children.
Oh, won't somebody please think of the children?
Josh.
No. I really don't want to make the joke that popped into my head on stream.
Josh Senpai cares. Doesn't it involve grapes?
Possibly.
I think hedonism bot would approve. What?
Oh, so I can't believe we made it to 8:50 without bringing this up. I might break the stream by doing this, but how the hell is JoJo's Bizarre Adventure a thing?
Oh my god, have you seen it?
Because it's okay, so it's all in one. It is satire. It is multifaceted storytelling. It is surreal.
Also the most beautiful fucking thing in the universe.
It's fantastic to watch and look at. You are absolutely right. And it has a kind of metaphorical, I don't even know if it's metaphor, but
it's shallow eye candy.
No. There's a metaphorical substrate of pop, like 70s and 80s pop music that runs through, at the very least, the villains, if not the whole show, and I want to say the whole show.
It's one gigantic pun, that's why.
Well,
look, I still don't understand how that 17-year-old guy looks like he can bench press a truck.
I have seen...
Truck-kun would not be able to isekai him even if he wanted to.
Truck-kun? Speaking of Truck-kun, what is it with making inanimate objects personified into people, mainly cute girls?
There was a show that released uncensored lately about a dude who carried around an obi, and the obi came to life and became a yokai and started kicking him in the groin, like literally.
That sounds like top quality anime.
I came across
actually pretty funny at some points, but it's fucking weird.
I came across a manga about a smoker, and the cigarette smoke turns into a cute girl.
That sounds about right.
That explains the addiction that people have.
'Cause it's motherfucking kawaii desu, that's why.
Well,
I like the kind of woman that
it's
can kick
fun
my
to do that
ass.
kind of thing, and people will watch shows with cute anime girls, and I think it kind of started as I want people to watch this show, but they only watch shows for cute anime girls. But what if we turn the thing I want them to pay attention to into a cute anime girl?
Isn't
then
Boba
did it.
already a cute anime girl?
So anyway, about
So mean!
well, we don't even
I'm
know.
gonna go
We
cry in
don't.
a corner now.
We don't even.
Senpai's so mean.
We don't
I
even know
hate
what you look
you.
like. You don't even have a standardized like internet avatar right now.
I'm gonna go cry. He's so mean.
You're just a Sayori picture right now.
No, he's so mean. Senpai Z, do you guys hear how cruel he is to me? Save the boba. Donate today.
Thank you, Scott, for sharing the stream link on Twitter.
Thank you for sharing.
We're gonna go a little bit past 9, but we are gonna try and keep it to around an hour like usual. So I have no idea how many more people we'll get by the end, but we'll see. Because we got like 15-ish minutes left. Lupin the Third. You know, I keep meaning Lupin the Third is on my list, King Style.
Yeah, same here.
Haven't watched it yet, but it looks really good, and people say it's really fun.
If
Oh my
you
God,
haven't
is
watched
it?
the original, if you haven't watched the original special edition of Castle of Cagliostro, I will disown you as a friend.
I want
No.
to watch
It
the
is-
actual original
Often-
show because
often
I
I need
didn't
to
get to
ask
see
you.
all of it.
Often I need to ask you,
What's
does
up?
Lupin count as a manime?
I think it would actually. I mean,
It's
he's
a
got
man
a strong,
amazing.
I think that he's got a strong sense of morals, even though he's a thief. For one thing, he always actually stands up for what he believes in. He's got dogged determination to do what he does. Yeah, I think it would actually. I honestly think it would.
Thank you, Wolfie. I'm glad you agree with me.
I have to.
Sayori is one of the better girls from DDLC.
Yes.
Yes.
But
Yes.
as you all know, I'm just kind of quietly hanging around.
I am Megatron. Yes.
Do
Do you remember that thing? What's his name? All the characters from David K. If they were roommates: Beast Megatron, Sashomaru, and Trey's Kushronada.
Okay,
that
but
turned
can we
out.
all agree that like Transformers Beast Wars is super underrated?
I agree.
It is.
Like,
I'll
also, I
say
have
this,
no
though.
idea. That actually kind of fits into how is this a thing, because I have no idea how or why. All I know is that my dad got really mad at me one time because I recorded over one of his sports events to record Beast Wars.
Oh my days!
Y'all are
Yeah.
a bunch of nerds.
The funny thing,
Yeah.
in Canada, Beast Wars was renamed into Beasties.
How dare they? How dare you put wars in a kids' franchise? Star Wars.
Also,
G.I.
Reboot,
Joe.
Reboot was heavily censored, by the way. I could get onto a whole thing about Reboot, but I'm not going to. 'cause it would take
let's move past that animal.
Let me just say
Well, you
that
have to
when I
do
was
something on that sometime because that's really interesting, actually.
let me just say when I was a kid and I was a big Transformers fan, and when Beast Wars came about, I was not into it because I was used to Autobots and Decepticons, cars and jets. But now as an adult, I actually appreciate it a lot more. That's my story with Beast Wars.
Waspinator approves.
Yes.
Well, Scott, the name is actually Boba. But I'm glad I got your name right on the first try.
Beast Wars was Canadian produced.
Yeah, so you call
Yes,
her
it was.
Bo, and my first like immediate reaction is like Bo Burnham, who is a comedian that I really don't like. And it's not that I think he's bad at comedy. It's just that the first like 7 times people tried to get me to watch his stuff, they like wouldn't shut up, and so I got really annoyed at them. And then
That's what happened with me and Naruto.
and it's like not only that, but like it was like they turned on the TV, went to Netflix, and said, "No, you're watching this. He's really funny." And I was already annoyed, so like I'm very annoyedly watching Bo Burnham, and his style is so different from other comedians that I just to this day I just have a visceral response. I just can't stand him.
Believe it.
No, I am not Bo. I am Boba.
Fun.
But if you want to
Boba.
start Morse code, Boba Bo, Bo Bo Bo, Boba Bo.
Boba.
Boba Bo, Bo Bo Bo, Boba Bo.
Scott with the comment. Scott with the comment. Canada had a lot of really good animated shows back in the 2000s. Now all of that is gone for Peppa Pig. Very true, actually. I actually used to watch Martin Mystery back in the day. Martin Mystery was cool. Like, I'll put that out there. I watched Martin Mystery a lot. It was sick.
I think we've broken Boba Bun.
Boba. No, I'm just having a conversation with this lovely person in chat right now. And I'm translating for them. Boba.
The worst part is I can't tell if she's kidding or not.
Festive and nose hair.
Then I'll translate.
Boba.
Okay, it goes like this.
No, see, I'm just getting flashbacks to Bebo B from the Voltron reboot.
Why do you keep calling Majin Buu?
No, Bebo B, don't do it.
Hi, friend.
Hello, Liam's friend.
Hello, friend.
Scott, yeah, that was one of my problems, was that I had too many people hounding me about Naruto, and a lot of them, now, don't get me wrong, I don't usually judge people for being anime nerds, but in this case, it was just so cringy that, like, I couldn't, I was getting, like, secondhand embarrassment for a bunch of people while just watching them, and I'm just like, I thought the show was cute. Like, you guys, I'm getting so embarrassed for you guys that I don't even want to touch it ever again.
Yeah, and that's one of the things with, like, when an anime gets really, really popular really, really quickly, like, you get the people who are doing the cringy things ironically, and you get the people who are doing the cringy things because they don't know any better, and they're, like, completely serious about it. And, like, that's one of the problems where the popular thing could be really, really good, and in retrospect, because I had a kind of roller coaster opinion of Naruto. I didn't like it at first, kind of for the same reasons as Boba. Like, just so many people were like, "Oh, it's the best," and it just got really cringy, and so I stopped. And then I started again when Shippuden came in, and then I stopped again, and then now I'm finally at a point where, looking back, I can kind of like appreciate that there were some very interestingly written undertones in it. That doesn't stop some of the things in it from still being really annoying. And like, it certainly has not stopped people in the community who are unironically still doing the annoying Naruto things.
Right,
Yeah,
and
like
the
the
thing
Naruto
with that,
run,
though,
for example.
Yes.
I cringe when I see that.
the thing is, though, like, I was way in there. I had been, like, halfway through Shippuden during the time when they were still slowly releasing the subbed version on fan subs. And the problem with that was it was taking forever. On top of that, while it was taking forever, you had all those cringy people doing cringy things, making me not want to care about it anymore. So I'm just like, screw this shit. It pretty much did the same thing with Bleach.
That kind of reminds me of a whole cringe fest involving Rick and Morty. Although the video that comes to mind there is the dude in the shop doing the reefing.
Pickle Rick! And then just freaking out.
Yeah.
Well, the thing was, he did that
was
unironically.
ironic.
He did that ironically.
Yeah,
that was
he
done
did.
intentionally.
Yeah, and a lot of people don't know that. They use that as a catalyst to say, "Oh, the whole fan base are a bunch of
Well,
artists."
and that's the
But
thing.
But
Well,
No,
the
no.
thing
what they
is
were
that
doing,
that post by someone who says you need to be smart to understand Rick and
Yeah,
Morty
so
does not have
that
with pretend
copy
at all.
pasta was completely ironic and really, really funny, but some fans of Rick and Morty took it seriously because some people, not to get too serious on our comedy podcast, but some people legitimately need validation so much that even when they find something that is very clearly copy pasta satire, they will take it completely seriously and let that shape their experience with Rick and Morty. And so
yeah,
then a joke became the real cringe, and that's where the problem started with that. Which is kind of why I'm glad it's taking so long for the next season of Rick and Morty. In all honesty,
mhm.
because it gives people time to cool the fuck down.
Yeah. I also
Yeah.
like. I kind of like but dislike at the same time that they're not doing as many episodes now. They're doing 5, I think, but that'll allow them to actually, I'd say, do it quickly, and then just have the excitement die down again, and then they'll probably release another 5 later or something.
Yeah, it's
Because
a
of
little
that,
hard
because
to
everyone's nuts.
tell what the best option is with all this. Although honestly, if they could find a way to properly market it online and just do online releases, then they get the benefit of like the abridged series schedule, like Dragon Ball Z abridged, because Dragon Ball Z or like Hellsing Ultimate abridged or like any of the big abridgers, they can get away with months or even over a year in between episodes and people still
Yeah.
flock to it. And I think they could easily get that, like take their time, do it for cheap, and instead of having like cheap work done, just give it a wide berth as far as how long people have to actually do the animation. Um, and I think that would work really, really well. Just release it like that. They just have to find the right way to monetize it, you know?
Mm.
I don't know. I think that'd be fun.
It would be.
Just to respond to King Style, Naruto English voice is bad. Why give her the job? I don't think Naruto sounds bad in English, but I will say Naruto sounds annoying in any version of the show, both English and Japanese.
it's true.
Well,
Naruto's a character.
and Naruto's
Well,
supposed to be annoying. That's part of his character, and he's supposed to evolve from that. But the other thing is that, like, in anime, more so I've noticed than in any other medium or in any other what I would say film movement or art movement, whatever you want to call it, because that's kind of what anime is. It's not really a style. It's more like a movement or a meme. Like,
yeah.
but like with anime more than anything else, they seem to really take something that says I am a kid or I am sexy or I am I lack confidence or some little tick or stereotype that they have, and then they just solidify it. So instead of like, oh, people who aren't confident tend to slouch, they'll have someone who's just like perpetually in like a fetal position rolling around or something.
Yeah.
That
Wait,
I am
don't
living
forget
proof
the
that that's
dark
not
aura.
true. Boba has an issue with her back, so she slouches.
But I mean,
Yeah, there also has to be the dark aura coming off them, like emanating.
mm-hmm.
So they also have to roll into a corner.
Oh, they also always have to be wearing black, and
Well, anyway, my point was
You know,
that in the Japanese version, Naruto's lines, a lot of them end in "date bayo," which is just a bunch of nonsense, and it's kind of an exaggeration, or they've taken the idea that little kids who don't know how to speak very well in Japan, like sometimes they'll just like add things at the end of words because they don't really know how to end their sentences sometimes, and so they just kind of add blah, 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 like gibberish at the end, little baby talk. So to imply that he's really immature and childish, they add that in. But in the English version, like my one critique about the English version is really kind of how they translated that, because they could have just made him ramble a little bit or done something, but instead what they did was they just, anytime he said date bayo, they had him say believe it.
I never
Oh,
found that to be a
yeah.
problem. I don't know why people do. Maybe it's because most people saw the subbed version
I
first.
think that's what it is. I
First.
think it's because they saw the subbed version and they at least to an extent know that that was not part of the original. If you've only seen the dub, because I had lost interest in Naruto in total before I watched any of the dub to begin with. So like I don't know how I would have felt had I seen that earlier, like when I first got interested in Naruto. But what I can say is that difference is very, very stark, and it's also really, really tough to localize something so like something from a culture so drastically different from the West, because Japan has taken so many concepts from the West, and instead of like made themselves more Western or rejecting Western concepts, they just take the Western concepts and make them their own in the most unique way I've ever seen, period. And I think that's what makes a lot of Japan and a lot of anime just really, really fascinating to me. But because of that, it's really, really hard to localize this shit.
I just want to say.
Bubba's awake. Bubba's awake. Bubba didn't fall asleep during class. Not at all.
I
Nope,
just
of
want
course
to
not.
say it's okay to dislike these changes.
Yeah.
But what I would personally like to hear instead of complaints about it, what would you do to change it? Because I've never heard any alternatives
Well,
from anyone who
and
complained about it.
that's why I brought up initially, like when I brought up here's what they did differently when they localized it. That's why I preface that with saying instead of doing these other things such as having him talk more childish or having him ramble a little bit when he does that, because it does add more syllables, so maybe have him ramble a little bit. It pulls across the same concept or idea, but
Hey, Senpai. Senpai.
Hmm.
The podcast started 69 minutes ago.
Oh God.
I see what you did there.
All right.
Giggity, giggity.
Hey, who are you? You're not the real Quagmire. I'm the real Quagmire.
Oh, thank God you didn't say the giraffe.
Okay, so I'm actually gonna finish what I was saying because right
Sorry.
as I was explaining my position to Dark, I realized
Sorry.
something like right in the middle of that. And the thing that I realized was that and this is something I've never thought of before. When Naruto says believe it, just repeatedly, it's like a kid who repeatedly says something because he's just that immature and refuses to believe that you're convinced. He's just like, yeah, you better fucking believe it, man. And like, I don't know.
I'm
like,
gonna be Hokage. You're gonna respect me. No, we're not. Believe it. Yeah, it kind of works in that context.
I never thought of it that way before, but it is childish in its own way. It's just in a more American way. And that's the audience they were going for. So maybe they did know what they were doing, and I'm just talking out my ass, which is probably the case.
I am now mortified because I just remembered the incident with a particular person who tried to copy the Naruto thing, and it backlashed so hard on the anime community. Backlash so hard.
You'll have to tell me about that because I'm not sure.
I can't remember.
Moment of
either. What the
silence
fuck?
for parents who do not keep an eye on their children.
Oh, that.
Yeah.
That must be an American thing because I hadn't heard of that. So tell me about that.
I'll
later.
tell you about it later.
Yeah, that's what I said. Tell me about it later.
But that was also part of the reason why I stopped watching. Not because I blamed the show for it, but because that was the pinnacle of annoyance for me.
It's one of the things that shows, okay, this is precisely why it's cringy as hell.
Right.
Like it was just exemplifying the cringy part of the fan base, and I totally get that. I really do. I'm actually...
That was its peak.
Well, when I filmed the introduction video this weekend for the channel, I'm going to be going over one of my inspirations to start doing... Like, before I started the YouTube channel, I started doing panels at anime conventions. And one of my panels, I was inspired by the fact that I would go to anime conventions and I was surrounded by cringe. I was just like, most people were cool. Most people were just fans who were there to have a good time, who were like normal people who were, you know, when I say normal people, I mean like people you could be friends with even if you didn't like anime. But then you had the people who haven't showered in like 5 years and you can smell it.
God.
It's just like, oh my god.
Yeah, that I never understood why that was the thing. Why is it that cosplayers don't bathe?
No, so here's the thing. So
maybe to trap the anime essence within them. I don't know, but I have to say thank you, Scott, for talking about my voice. That's a cool compliment to give, especially to a voice actor. So actually, thank you for that.
Yeah, there are at least 2 official voice actors in the chat right now. It's fun. Dark, I don't know if you consider yourself professional or official in any way, but I know you also enjoy the acting of the voice. And Boba, you as well have definitely at the very least had fun recording the Boba Bun Diaries.
Well, I am also part of another. I am also part of another abridged series.
Mm.
But for now, that's a secret. Hello, Enrique Potato.
Big hush hush.
What kind of potato are you? Are you a couch potato? Are you a potato chip?
He's the
Wow.
potato-iest
Are you a
potato.
sweet
Hard-boiled potato. I'm hungry.
You're always hungry, Kakarot.
Oh, Vegeta! I'm hungry. Can't you give me a break for 1 second?
Also, to get back at bagels, I do plan on watching Demon Slayer eventually.
Demon Slayer
But I just don't like watching anime alone.
I'm beating you at Demon Slayer. I am
Also,
one
thank
episode
you, Scott.
in.
I appreciate the compliment.
Okay, Enrique. I won't eat you as a potato, but you have to find me something of equal value to eat. Deal?
Lightning Rod, yes, we are also streaming on YouTube. For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, I'm looking. Restream also gives me the Twitch chat, and I just realized that I missed a question.
By the way, guys, if you really, really like this, please like and comment, because that gives us so much more pep and shows us what we need to improve on, what is good, what's working, etc. Also, if you guys ever want to see what the boba bun looks like, please donate to Save the Boba Bun.
Save the Boba Bun.
I might just, at least for a temporary bit, just start calling the Patreon the Save the Boba Bun Foundation.
Can we count on your support?
No.
But Boba Bun speaks whale.
Save the whales, or I'll kill you.
Welcome back to the Save the Whales Foundation, brought to you in part by Chevrolet and Boba Bun's crippling anxiety.
Also,
it's true. I'm being held hostage.
Thought that was me. I could be wrong.
Yes, Scott. Donate.
Senpai lies. I'm the one who's truly being held captive by his heart.
Do it. Do it
that
now.
Was cringe, and I will never do it again.
Do it.
Thank you.
Do it.
Cringe.
Do it now. Do it.
Cringe level? It's over 9,000.
But Boba Bun's Boba level is over 9,000.
My God.
I think we might be overdoing the Boba Yandere thing a bit this time.
No.
I'm just
I am-
cracking jokes.
I
'cause-
know. I'm
potato
just like
likes it.
physically cringing right now, though.
Davis, are you confused too?
Yeah, I'm confused too.
Animation.
I am the great Cornelio.
Thank you, Scott. Any donation is helpful.
Very true.
Oh, money! Now I can buy my new Ferrari.
I'm sorry.
What is a question where the answer is Ferrari?
For Ferrari? For
What is the wrong way to pronounce furry?
Furry, Ferrari,
Ferrari.
Ferrara,
Ferrari.
Fergie, Fergie.
bad joke.
Sequel to
River.
Ferrari, Ferrari.
Oh, Bagels. Yeah, I totally forgot
Feral.
to.
Durarara sequel.
Okay,
It's
so,
alright.
so Bagels, as I'm sure you're aware, OBS has been a huge
A
hassle
butt.
recently. So no, I have not done the donation notifications for DLive yet, but that is coming soon when OBS stops being a bitch.
Why can't I pronounce the word brewery?
Are you trying to say
Have a
Ferrero?
speech.
Ferrero.
Ferrero Rocher, the chocolate.
Furrow.
Fornication?
Ferremony.
Ferrari.
Guys, I have a question.
Ferrari?
I have a question. though.
Ferrari.
How are we a thing?
I don't know. I don't know.
No, I'll tell you exactly how we're a thing. I was
We're more
just
random than Cromartie High School.
I was
Papa. That's how
I
you
was
pronounce
just
it.
starting to start up this YouTube channel so that I could make the videos that I wanted to make, and I had an idea, and we were all talking on another Discord server, and I was like, "Hey, y'all are real fun to talk to. Would you want to just do a random podcast?" And y'all were like, "Okay."
Okay.
And then we did the thing. and then somehow within the first couple
Enrique,
months,
who would want to eat a furry potato?
well, it depends on what you
By
mean
the
by
way, guys,
furry.
if you really enjoy our content, please,
Stop shit.
please join our Discord. We're always having some amazing thing going
Yay!
on in there.
My favorite
Let's go to
person is here.
Our
Oh.
favorite person is in the
Also-
Hold
it's in
up.
the chat.
Also,
Yay!
I am
I
here.
must. I have to actually answer Scott's question here about SAL Bridged and if they did the show better than the original material. I think they did actually. SAL Bridged is fucking awesome.
Yeah, so
sorry. I have to do this for Ty because I play All Might in an abridged series.
do it.
Have no fear, citizen that is definitely not addicted to crack, for I am here. Well, I'm here just a friendly reminder not to do crack. Crack up, having a stroke over here, because you might end up frail and skinny, like a certain someone I know very well that has done to themselves.
Oh, shut up, Playboy.
What the? Okay.
Anyway, since Thai Animations is now officially watching the stream, I just want to reiterate that the reason Thai Animations is currently my favorite person in our Discord server is because he was the first person to donate to our Patreon, and therefore he is officially my favorite. So, for those of you who thought I didn't play favorites, you are now wrong.
You too could become Senpai's favorite if you donated. I wish I could.
If you donate more, maybe I'll like you better. Also,
won't let me donate.
starting at the $5 and up range, we will be having events like movie nights, competitions, stuff like that going forward. So if you want to force Boba Bun to sit down and watch Demon Slayer, well, all you have to do is donate enough so we can get an event together and say, hey, there's so many people in this event that you can't miss it, and then we all watch Demon Slayer.
Oh, also, our mascot is done, but we haven't figured out what we're gonna do with him yet.
True.
When he shows up,
we
you
will...
guys will love the heck out of him. He's so perfect.
Okay, Bagels, you know what? You are absolutely right. You did donate first with the Lino on D Live. So I'm going to have to figure out how much better you are or Ty is. I'm going to have you fight to the death to be my favorite. But, that's okay.
I wager a button.
A button of what?
So Scott asks, where
Just a
should he...
button. A shirt button.
Our Patreon link is down below. Please check out for more details. Also, we do plan on having shirts and other merchandise ready in what was it called again? Streamlabs. So when you guys are all ready,
Yeah,
let us know.
Both Streamlabs and Teespring currently do have merch. We only have one design in there so far, but we should be having more stuff coming out very soon. For now, I'm going to try and avoid doing, like, completely branded stuff, because I just want things that people will enjoy, wearing, and I don't think our brand's, that, we're obviously not that popular, seeing as we're at
We may not be
11
that
viewers
popular,
right
but I
now.
know that there are people that will really enjoy our logo. Not our logo. Wait, is he our logo?
Our mascot.
Our mascot. Our mascot.
Oh, yeah,
that will really
our
enjoy our
mascot
mascot.
is good. Because the logo
Sorry,
is still...
my had a total boba brain fart.
Well, because the logo is still, my avatar, because, at least for now, the channel is still Josh in the Shell. But at some point we might want a logo for, this team, at the very least. Or unless we just want to keep the mascot, who knows. But, yeah. I feel like... Scott, as far as one-time donations, I don't know how Patreon does that kind of stuff, but you can always do that at, Streamlabs. I think you can do one-times at Patreon, but I don't know for sure. So I don't know, I'll figure that out.
Hey, Josh.
Yeah.
I just thought of something. Whenever you, at the times you do go solo, you should change your name to Josh in the Shell Standalone Complex.
You're a beautiful, beautiful person. You know that?
I am. Thank you. It means a lot coming from you.
Oh god. See now I just want to be that douchebag who modifies the line to, that means so much coming from you. Who is this guy again?
And this is why I will eventually end up drowning Josh. I mean, what?
You know, I probably deserve it.
Do as I command. Drown him.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Bagel is saying to donate one time via Patreon, donate via the subscription, then set it to cancel before the next month. Yeah, it kind of makes sense. I don't know. I could have sworn there was a mechanism in there for it. I don't know. I'm probably just really bad at remembering this stuff. But yeah, so for those of you who are joining this and don't know much about us, since we're kind of getting ready to wrap up here, I'm just gonna wrap it up here. So this has been...
We're about ready to wrap it dash.
God damn it.
Wrap it up.
Bobo does not approve. I do not approve. That means I am not approving of your statement. Anyway.
It's okay. I can also do a pretty good J. Jean Lemoyne impression. Scott.
Excuse me.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, my God.
Anyway,
Mr. Mignogna, please stop being so charming. I'm falling in love with you.
Anyway, moving on.
Can we not?
Okay, so let's go ahead and wrap this up. So, just to give people who are joining us for the first time, my name is Josh, aka Josh in the Shell. I run this channel and the Discord server, the Social Otaku. The Social Otaku, the Discord server, the panel at anime conventions, and the former podcast, soon to be ongoing edited series of tips and tricks, is dedicated to building a good community, making sure that people have a place where they feel like they can belong no matter how nerdy they are, and helping people who want to be more social or improve their social skills for whatever reason have a place to do that, because I am both a voice actor and a charisma coach as a career, and I want to share that with the community. So some of the perks that you'll find at Patreon will be things in the Discord server related to this podcast, which is World War Weeb, which so far the name of our team is just World War Weeb, but we might come up with another name for that. But please join our Discord. We are going to be talking in the general nonsense voice chat of our Discord. We will be streaming every Thursday at the very least, and we'll have a lot more videos coming out. So thank you so much for sticking around. Thank you for subscribing to our new subscribers today, and we will catch you next time. Say goodbye, everybody.
Bye-bye. And
Bye, beautiful
always
people.
remember, if you really like what you see, please hit the like button and, like he said, subscribe. And, of course, share. Share the hell out of our stuff. Go, my army. Go share. Be free.
Yes, share it. Share it, damn it.
Emperor says do it. Do it now.
All right, let's go ahead and end this. One last thing before I completely shut off the stream. I just want to thank Dark Sharingan, since we didn't have a chance at the beginning because of technical issues. I want to thank Dark Sharingan Z for coming by and guest starring today in this episode of World War Weeb. I'll
Thanks
talk
for
to you next
inviting me.
time.
To be continued. Dun 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 dun.